Thank you for visiting Past the Wire TV, the YouTube channel of PastTheWire.com.
Welcome to Past the Wire TV. I am Jim Gazzale, joined by Antonio Gallardo down in Florida. Antonio, thank you very much for spending some time with us tonight.
Thank you to you.
So you're in Florida. Let's start there. A nice win on the Tampa Bay card over this past weekend in the Florida Oaks. Congratulations on that. Overall, how's the meet down there been going for you so far? I see that you're second in the jockey standings.
Oh, thank you so much. It'd be a little bit weird this year. It's a lot of jockeys. I'm gonna start very slow, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna start really slow. Oh, everything's coming together, you know what I mean? Everything's coming together. Winning every day almost. Winning good races. I think I won like 4 or 5 stakes already. And that's pretty good,
What do you think was contributing to the slow start this year down there?
I think, before I ride Mammon Park, right? What happened the last couple of years, Mammon, when you're in that kind of area, Mammon Park, Loro, there are, it's a lot of people go from there to here. What happening, I'm in totally different. Like I'm in last year and the year before, I'm in Canada. Like it's not training for Canada here. It's maybe a couple that say like, of course, when you ride in Canada and you know have the people behind you, now the barn you used to ride before, so another jockey take your spot, it's pretty difficult to getting in the barn again. I think that's what happened, I understand. I totally understand. That's why this year I'm trying to do something different. Not going to Canada. I'll be trying to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in Prescott Down, and the weekend I'll be going to Colonial Down, West Virginia.
So that's what you're looking forward to.
Yes.
In the late spring and summer.
Yes, and try to put my business together again.
Yeah, that's a decent trip from Erie, Pennsylvania to Northern Virginia. There, do you fly back and forth? Do you drive?
Yes, yeah, fly. No, yeah. Drive is it's like 9 hours and a half. Something like that.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, fly. Rent a car. At least it's only for 2 months. 8 weeks.
Yeah, I know that the purses at Colonial have been on the upswing the last couple of years, and
yes.
The racing product has improved significantly. So that's probably a pretty good meet to be involved in the summer months.
Yes, more this year. I think I think this year, of course, all the time is difficult. What happened this year, like before, it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. I don't know. And what happened, everybody from, Loro, Delaware, Mammon Park, everybody chipping over there because the morning is so good. Everybody going there. But now it's different. Now it's in the weekend. You don't want to live, I don't think so. You don't want to live, you in Mammon Park, or you in Loro, or you in Gulfstream, or you in New York, you don't want to, or you in Kentucky, whatever. You don't want to live, you track, you there year round. For one meet is only 2 months. I think that's pretty good for me because Prescott Down is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and off the weekend. I think maybe this year, I don't know. I tell you the truth, I'm not scared about anything. I only like the money. I like the turf over there. And I think I'll be doing good over there. I think so. Well, at
Yeah.
least I'm going with that mind, positive.
Yeah. Yeah, and things are picking up for you at Tampa right now, so you should be riding into that meet with a heck of a lot of confidence. Take us through your winner over the weekend in the Florida Oaks. Were you confident going into that race? Did you feel like the filly had a good shot? And what did you see as the race unfolded that you felt contributed to a good solid victory there?
Very confident. I know it. I can win the race. The night before, I talked to my agent, talked to my wife. I'm like, I'm winning the race. I know for sure. I had three fill in that race. I'm very confident with her. Like very, very confident. I remember I said to my agent, I'm like, I'm win the Oaks this year again. I'm like 100%. I'm really like, I'm like, you never know, but you have to bring a monster to beat me. Because I know that feeling, she's very difficult. Like, motion, the assistant, the exercise rider, the groom, everybody, the people in the gate crew, do a really good job. It's a really difficult feeling. It's not easy feeling. She's, oof,
What explain that a little bit. What makes them a little bit more of a challenge?
She's difficult to training. Like she don't want to train, and she's that kind of horse. Like she can be really quiet for you, like quiet, like you think it's a puppy, and in one second she flip or she do something really bad and really fast. And you don't know why. You don't understand. You're like, what happened? You don't know. It's that kind of feeling. Right now, she have a lot inside. She have a lot of ability. And the second win, when I won the allowance, she drew me. She tried to flip in the gate. And, I said that to motion. And she go to the gate, I don't know how many times in the morning. And the gate crew tried to work with her, find out that they put some pad in the gate for be a little bit more tight in the gate, not too much room. Because what she do, she feel a little bit free and she wanna flip. And now with the I don't know, the part he put behind, she start getting quiet. And that's why, the gate crew do a really good job too. And that's the only thing, like that day in the Oaks, I'm galloping with the pony. And she tried to put the brake on me. I'm almost flying. She tried to put the brake galloping. That kind of horse, you know what I mean? She's difficult. She have really difficult mind. But when she's in the race, she's amazing. Like, I know in the stretch when I had Luisa inside, I put my head in front. I'm like, oof, she have to run a lot because my feeling when she's in front, she's a fighter. She fight a lot.
You find that those horses that are a little bit headstrong in training and loading into the gate, and they just want to kind of have it their way or no way. Do you find that those types of horses, once they get through the gate and the race is on, that they're able to kind of transfer that energy into kind of having that kind of champion mindset where they're able to kind of outlast everybody? Do you see that translate into the race well, where it might not be looking so well behind the gate?
Of course, I think so. Because that kind of horse is like it's different when you have a scared horse, like scared about everything. That's different. But she's not scared. She's like I don't know, like really psycho, like she aggressive. Yeah, that way you need. Like, a horse like that end the race. You can go between horses, what I told you can go head to head. And for sure she be giving you to you 100%. She be fighting with the other horse. Why? Because that aggressive, she take it away, in the race. But sometimes you are a little bit like, oof, everything have to come like perfect, the post parade, perfect, everything. You know what I mean? Because one little thing, you never know what can happen. That's the only problem. That's the only thing I have to that race to the Oaks. I'm like, okay, I'm the number one. I love my post. I'm like, okay, I've been inside the gate too much time. I'm like, if she's good, perfect. If she do something, you never know. You can be a scratch because she flip or something. You can be a scratch. That's the only thing I have in my head with that feeling. Right now, 3-eye break after the gate, she's competitive. She's a nice feeling.
Yeah. How long would you say it takes to get to know a horse, like that, or other horses, similarly, where, maybe they don't like being between horses? How many rides on a horse like that does it take to kind of understand their tendencies and, where you might want to position them in a race that would be more advantageous to their success?
Well, everybody's different. You know what I mean? Everybody's different. For me, one race. Tell you the truth. Like I can see, I think for a lot of people too, but what I told you, everybody's different. Yeah. You can see when you see the hole and you asking and he's shy, or you see, you have a perfect trip inside and you have a horse in the upside, and now you have more horse and he's shy, want to pass the other horse, you know what I mean? Yes, in that race, you're done. But I'm sure that the next race, I know I have to go to the upside, or I know I don't have to go. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
For me, it's one race. You know what I mean? Sometimes, horses, because in the morning is different. Like you can go in the morning. Yeah. Oh, I put it behind horses for during the face. Yeah, during the face, like a little bit. But when you have 8 horses in front of you, it's a lot of dirt coming, and it's a lot. Some horses like, what is that?
Yeah. When you're kind of navigating that in the middle of a race, like what are, obviously myself as a horse player, watching it on my phone or watching it on the TV, I've never been on the back of a racehorse. What are the little things that you might feel or see from the horse that would suggest that they like to be aggressive and going between horses, or they might shy away from it? What sorts of things do they tell you or show you during the race that give you an indication of where they want to be?
Well, it's a little bit difficult to explain, but you and the horse, like when you wanna take that position, right, in the backside, but I don't know if, when it's 1 mile, the race, 1 mile, and in the 5/8, you see the position, and that hole can be close in any second, and you go like to try to take that position, and your horse not respond, like your horse like that, like shy. You already, like, oh, it's a little bit scared about the other horse, about go between horses. Sometimes no, sometimes the horse pulling hard. You like, why am I fighting with him? Why not let it go a little bit more? Maybe, some horses have long stride. You wanna, sometimes better go a little bit more fast. The horse more comfortable. They be fighting with him, because if you fight too much, the horse is like, all the time say you have to be one. You and your horse, one, not two. Can be fighting with horses. I'm not that kind of guy. I love like rush the horse too much. No, for what? Or the opposite, like shocking him. No, I'm trying to break. I'm trying to understand the horse. Try to go with the flow. Like, okay, let's go. Sometimes, of course, the horse is a little bit lazy. You have to like be aggressive with him. Oh, that's different. You have to be aggressive. Sometimes it's the opposite. You have to have good hand to try to relax in the beginning to try to finish. But really, I don't know. It's something, I think that why, every jockey is different, right?
Yeah.
Try to understand the horses.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like you want the horse to tell you what to do throughout a
Yeah,
race.
like feel comfortable, at least,
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Of
For
course,
sure.
after the half mile is your turn. Now you're telling, hey, now let's go do it. Let's go work.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I all the time say, for you horse have a good trip, relax and comfortable, he be finished in the end.
Yeah.
Because why? Because he enjoying the race,
Yeah.
But if you be too aggressive or you fight it with him in the beginning, the horse is like aggravate, like, no, like what you doing to me,
Yeah.
That's that's what I think. That's my opinion.
Number 1 is Mo Donegal by Uncle Mo. And they're off in the Remsen. As they come on for the finish, and it's going to be tight here in the Remsen. Mo Donegal. Mo Donegal bearing down on the outside. It's Mo Donegal and early voting, and it is Mo Donegal to win the Wood Memorial. And it will be Mo Donegal to win the Test of the Champion, the Belmont Stakes.
Let's talk about how you got started in horse racing. Was it something that you were always kind of surrounded by as a child? Was it a career path you always kind of knew you were going to get into? What's your origin story, if you will, in the sport?
Well, I like horses always. Like from a little kid, my grandpa used to be a jockey. I never see him ride because he have a big accident. He have to quit very early. I love horses. I'm from Jerez, south of Spain, in Sanlúcar. It's maybe like 15 minutes from my town. Is the races in the beach,
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go like a little baby, right, to watch the races, because of course my grandpa retired, whatever, but he loved to see the races. And all the time I say, I want to be a jockey. I want to be a jockey. Yeah, I think that's why, I had that thing, inside. And of course, I have it in my blood because my grandpa used to be a jockey. I started like it so much. And my mom no want to. My mom is like, no, 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 no. After the accident my grandpa had, he only had one lung. And I started jumping, doing show jumping, and all the time looking for be a jockey. And thank God, I have the opportunity when I'm like 15, almost 16-year-old. I had the opportunity, go to a farm and, and after that, it's like work.
Yeah.
Never stop working.
And that was still in Spain when you.
And Spain, yes.
Yeah.
And Spain, yes.
How's it different there than it is in America in terms of just working on the farm and learning to ride and being a young jockey? What's the major differences that you've seen between the two countries?
Oh, it's big deal, like big difference. Like, I'm from Spain. It's only 2-day races, only 6 races in one day. And you don't have no school jockeys. Like, if you want to learn, you have to do it because you want to. Like, watching replays, like be very like dedicated, and it's a little bit difficult, of course, I don't know. It's everything. The style is different. Over there, it's more like long distance, be patient, really good hand, try to relax the horse. Here is the opposite. Here is like, first of all, you have races every day here. Like you can watch race every day, really. You go to TVG, you can watch race every day. You can learn a lot. It's different. Like, but yeah, here it's more aggressive. Like more aggressive because it's more like timer. Like the track is flat, really flat here, and Europe is more like right, left. Grass, soft grass. It's different. It's totally different for sure.
And how old were you when you came to the U.S. to start riding, and how'd you get your start here?
I think like 22. Yeah, I'm 35 right now.
Did you have a mentor or somebody that kind of took you under their wing to kind of get your foot in the door at different barns in America?
Really difficult to tell the truth, I'm here, because somebody in Spain said, it's a trainer. She buy the ticket from me. She said, you have to go over there. She's a lady, really good. Jennifer, be good, really good. She said, you have to go over there, Antonio, for 3 months and, learn the style over there because, you good. And I want to take you with me to France. I'm like, no, I don't want to go. I'm like, yeah, go. I'm like, okay, let's go. Jorge Gomez, he's a really good friend of mine. Said, Tony, if you have any problem, over there is Victor Centeno. He's a really good friend of mine. He's an agent jockey. He started helping me and start working and galloping and, really hard in Miami and Calder. But to tell you the truth, the first couple of years, 3 years, I think, really hard. Like, I'm almost quick, I'm like, I don't want to ride anymore. I'm like, I want to be exercise rider, and that's it. Nobody want to give you opportunity. Go, I'm from Spain. Everybody say, oh, you joker from Spain? Oh, but there's races, whatever. I'm like, yes, of course, it's races over there. And nobody tried, it's very, very little, like, people help you in that point, A couple of trainers, of course, give me some winner because I have to gallop 10 for him for free. Of course, he have to give you something, right?
Yeah.
So now I know it's a couple of people. I know the people help me. Some people like, oh, remember, I help you. I'm in my mind. I'm like, yes, of course, and you help me. How many horses I got for you for free? Who helped who? You know what I mean? Well, now because I'm doing good, now it's like, oh, you remember helping you? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I remember. Of course, I remember.
What do you think it was that allowed you to stick with it during those first couple of years where things were tough? Was it just that self-confidence that you have, knowing that things were going to turn around and you were going to be that jockey that you always knew that you could be? Or was there's something else that kind of kept you in the game in the US that has allowed you to kind of grow into the jockey that you are today?
No, I always trust myself. I always have a lot of confidence on me. But of course, I have my family, I have my wife all the time, push me like, she's like, I know you can do it. I know you're a good jockey, I'm trying, like, I know when I'm young, I know when I'm quick, but at the same time, I want to. Like, I'm tired. But at the same time, I'm like, there's no way I can see myself with no being the jockey room. No way. Like, I know I can do it. And I think, you push yourself to the max, to like, okay, let's go try. And of course, everything started coming around, I have a couple trying to help me a lot, and that point, like Sadie, Katy O'Connor, help me a lot. Katy O'Connor helped me a lot. When I come to Tampa, I had Jamie Ness put me in everything. When you have Jamie Ness put you in everything here, when he's the leading trainer for 100 winning form, that's pretty, I don't know, everything turn around. Sometimes I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wow, like everything can turn around so fast. Like to try too quick, to be leading jockey, like 9 times, 5 here and 4 in in Prescott Down, flew second twice in all United States. You thinking about that? And you're like, wow. The other day, I'm sitting in my patio, right, after I won the Oaks. Yeah, I start thinking, I start like a flashback from, before. I'm like, man, of course, I'm sitting over there, telling thank God for everything you giving me. I'm like, you look back, I'm like, wow. Like, I've never thinking, I've been doing well, what I do, and you're never thinking about that. You want to, of course, everybody wants to. You need, I don't know, you need luck too. People don't trust in luck. I trust in luck. And now, of course, you know where you can be acquitted. You have to fight, because everything, I see a lot of people, a lot of jockey, everything comes so early, like apprending. Everything comes so early, so easy. When the hard time coming, he have to quit because he don't know how to handle it. For me, it's the opposite. I handle it already, the hard. Now anything come, it's super easy,
Yeah, I mean, you got to look back on those challenging times and,
of course,
be grateful that you were able to experience that and, kind of see through to the other side and now be able to experience the level of success that you've had. You just mentioned it, that you were kind of reflecting on that just a day or two ago, but how often do you allow yourself to kind of sit back and kind of appreciate all that you've accomplished? Do you do that often, or do you just kind of see it happening in these moments here and there where you get a quiet second to kind of think about everything that you've accomplished so far?
I do that a lot. Yeah.
You find that helps?
Yes, that help. Of course. That help because, I look what I have here. I have a beautiful farm, beautiful family, and you're looking back, even when you see the other jockeys, you know what I mean? Like young guys, like apprentice, whatever, like, sometimes like desperate, like, I'm talking in the jockey room, desperate, I'm looking, I'm like, what? Keep going, because, I remember I'm like that too, I remember that desperate. I remember that when you down, I remember you go to your house, what I doing wrong? What happening? Like, I'm trying my best, but I can't win, all that, I'm always trying to look back, always. I think I think for me, that helped you.
When you see some of the younger guys in the jockeys room kind of going through those challenging times, are you the type to kind of try and encourage them along, mentor them a bit to kind of help them raise their confidence a little bit?
Yeah, of course. The only thing is 2023. You know what I mean? The young guys now, they want everything so easy.
Yeah.
like the computer, everything easy. Me, I'm looking back when I'm 15, almost 16 years old. I'm living by myself because in my town where I'm from, there's no farm. I'm from a city, it's no track. I'm living by myself. I'm working in a farm, broken babies. After that, I have to move to Malaga, more far away from my house. 18-year-old to England. 19-year-old to Spain again, but to Madrid, more far away from my family. You know what I mean? And 22 to US. And you have to fight,
Yeah.
And, and now I never go to the school. I wish I can go to the school. I wish I can go to the Puerto Rico school or to the Panama school to show you the video, how you can look, how you change your way. I wish. No, I do that by myself.
Yeah.
Asking, fighting, asking. When you can ask a lot of jockey. I remember when I'm in Miami and, the mid camp in Gulfstream, I'm all the time talking to Castellano, Johnny, a lot of people, in that point, talking about 10 years ago, asking questions. I'm already a professional jockey. I'm not apprentice. I'm asking questions. I'm like, I want to learn. Why? You have to learn for the best. It's better, I'm thinking sometimes, like, what, I'm making a mistake here. Like, Johnny, I think I'm making a mistake here. So, no, Tony, you can do nothing about it. Or sometimes you say, yes, why you do that? Why you not do that? That's how you do it.
Right.
Now, sometimes you see a lot of young guy, like, you want to say something and he already know. Now I'm like, okay, well, yeah,
That's
it's
everywhere.
2020. It's 2023.
What
We
what
want
would you say
everything so
is
easy.
what would you say is your career highlight so far? What's the one or two accomplishments that you're most proud of?
Well, everything. Tell you the truth, I can ask in a way. I can ask for more. You know what I mean? Of course, you want more. Who no? Everybody want more and more and more. But really, I'm really happy with everything I do. About my career, my family, everything. Like, I'm really happy.
Yeah.
Really happy. What I can ask. 9 titles, twice second in all US. I won a grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Of course, you want to win a Breeders' Cup. Of course, you want to win the Kentucky Derby. That's everybody's dream, right? Now, asking and asking. Yes. No, I don't want to ask because, if it's for me, it's for me.
With the jockeys riding right now, is there anybody that you look around and you're like, okay, this guy or gal is like really talented? Who do you look at that's riding right now that you're quite impressed by their abilities at this point?
You talking about young guys or
Anybody?
no? Of course, you all the time see, you see a lot of, a lot of good riders, like Ida is doing really good. I love how he rides. He's really smart. He's aggressive. I always love your Rosario. He's very patient, really patient. And you see a lot of Luisa, you see a bunch of good riders here. Tell the truth, he's a guy in Canada. I rode with him, Kimura. He's a good rider. I'm like, I feel bad. Like, you have to move forward. I'm like, now he's in Santa Anita. I think he's in California. He's doing good. Everybody like, oh man, look at that guy. He's doing good over there. I'm like, that not surprise me. I said to a couple of friends of mine, I'm like, this kid, he can ride. You see all the time good, good riders. Sometimes good riders don't have the opportunity. That's the problem. What I told you, some riders have good luck, some don't have no luck.
What do you think separates those great riders from the average rider? Based on our conversation, I'll assume that one of the biggest things, in your opinion, probably is just their ability to absorb information and want to learn and grow and get better. Is there anything else outside of that you feel like contributes greatly to a rider's success?
No, for me, it's that. For me, whatever distance, if you can put your horse comfortable and be you and him to the half a mile, because any horse can breeze half a mile in the morning, right? Any horse can breeze half a mile, good, strong. That's what I think. What I think, no matter what distance, if you have your horse comfortable and be you and the horse in one, after the half mile, you asking for that power. Of course, not the half mile, not everything, but after the half mile, you're telling, okay, let's go pick it up, let's go. I think that's, for me, is that, some people look at that jockey, he looks so good in the saddle, he's so flat in the saddle, he's so good. What did that mean? What did that mean if he's fighting all the way around? You know what I mean? All the way around, fighting with the horse or rushing the horse. That don't mean nothing for me. I don't care if you're looking good or not in the finish. I love to see good hand. relax your horse. Try to go with the horse. Try to your horse feel comfortable in the position. I bet you that horse give you 100% in the end. I bet you.
Anything else you want to share that you feel like we haven't covered yet?
No, that's good. Good conversation.
Yeah, this was great. Antonio, I really appreciate your time, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you to you too.
Nobody does it better.